NASCAR is about to find out if 4.6 million subscribers can translate into 800 horsepower of control, or if we are looking at the most expensive viral disaster in the history of Rockingham Speedway. Garrett Mitchell, the man the world knows as Cletus McFarland, isn't just trying out a hobby anymore. He's stepping into the Childress Racing number 33 Chevy, a seat built on a legacy of grit. But as the engines roar back to life at the Rock this weekend, the garage is whispering, and the message is clear. This isn't a YouTube stunt anymore. It's an ultimatum. Before we dive into the telemetry and the warnings from NASCAR legends that have everyone on edge, hit that subscribe button and join our community for the most in-depth technical NASCAR breakdowns on the platform. Let's get into the data. To understand why Rockingham is such a pressure cooker, we have to look back at the wreckage of Daytona. Cletus didn't just lose. He learned the hard way that a 3,200-pound truck doesn't care about your follower count. NASCAR veterans weren't just watching, they were analyzing. Denny Hamlin, one of the sharpest minds in the cockpit today, didn't hold back. He noted that McFarland looked out of control long before the spin. It wasn't just a mistake, it was a symptom of a learning curve that might be moving too fast for the safety of the field. McFarland's own admission, calling himself an idiot, showed humility. But in the world of RCR and high-stakes sponsorship, humility doesn't fix a torn-up race car. The question isn't whether he's fast, it's whether he's composed. Enter Rockingham. It's not just a track, it's a meat grinder for tires. Mark Martin, the grand master of smooth driving, has issued a specific warning that every fan needs to hear. At the Rock, the banking is high and the grip is low. Martin's insight is surgical. If you lift too early and get greedy on the throttle off turn 2, the wall doesn't just hit you, it hunts you. For someone like Cletus, who is used to high horsepower drifting and drag racing, the discipline required to wait for the car at Rockingham is a psychological war. RCR knows this. That's why they just wrapped a grueling 10-hour test session, burning through 5 sets of tires. They aren't looking for a qualifying record. They are looking for a driver who can survive 400 miles without a scratch. This isn't a one-off. Childress is a businessman. This is a multi-race, multi-year strategic alliance. But here's the catch. NASCAR's approval for Cletus to run at Talladega, the big stage, is reportedly contingent on his performance here. If he wrecks at Rockingham, the experimental phase of influencers in the National Series might hit a massive roadblock. But if he finishes on the lead lap, he doesn't just silence the critics, he changes the blueprint for how drivers are discovered in the digital age. The stakes couldn't be higher. It's YouTube stardom versus the concrete reality of NASCAR's most unforgiving track. Is Cletus McFarland a legitimate racer or just a high-speed entertainer? We're about to find out at the drop of the green flag. What do you think? Is Mark Martin's warning a sign of disaster, or will the 10-hour test session be enough to get the number 33 home in one piece? Drop your predictions in the comments. I read every single one. Don't forget to like this video if you want more technical NASCAR deep dives and become a member for early access to our race day analytics. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you at the finish line.